I'm getting money.
Welcome. What it do?
Welcome back. What's going on, fam?
Nothing much, man. It's another Thursday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another opportunity to secure some bags, you know.
Yes, sir.
We are in week 11 of the NFL, and we're here to give you our locks. It's your boy AW.
And your boy Strizz.
And you know what it is already. We got Unk in the building. Hello from Texas. What's good, Unk?
Hey.
Hope the weather's treating you nice out there.
That's real.
And we appreciate you being here with us, of course. So we like to kind of get in and out on this one. You know, we like to kind of hit our picks, and we don't want to waste y'all's time. We know it's very precious. We appreciate you spending it with us. But if you're here or if you're watching later, don't be afraid to put your locks in the comments. Don't be afraid to engage with us. Hit the like button, all that other YouTube stuff.
Yeah. And share it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually had somebody hit me up a little bit. He was asking about, you know, he was like, "Are you gambling at all with these sports bets?" And I was like, "Oh, bro." I was like, me and my brother got a whole segment on Thursday at 2:30.
We were putting it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I sent him a couple of them, and I know he checked a bunch of them out. So, you know what I'm saying? Share them too, you know what I'm saying? Someone's out there always thinking about it. So,
yeah,
spread that word.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. And Bobby's back too. What's up, Bobby? We appreciate you being here.
What's going on,
I definitely want to know what kind of picks you got this week, because I think it's a little bit of a head-to-head matchup between me and Bobby this week.
That's real.
So that's what's up. I want to see what he's going with, but with no further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Secure the Bag content. You know what we do. We like to, first and foremost, let you know this is not actual betting advice, okay? This is not actual betting advice. Don't come for us. You know what I'm saying? If you try to ride with us and things don't work out. And we just like to give our little criteria, you know what I'm saying, our little pointers here. We got the line and we got the over, and we talk about this every week. You know, the line is how much the favorite team has to win by. The total is the total points scored by both teams. And you, with the total, you pick the over, the under, and then the money line is obviously like how much money you'll win based on $100 bet with that. We got some updates from the comments already. We'll get to in just a second. Dang, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. But today, the little term we're gonna bring today, we always like to bring like a little third term. You know what I'm saying? It's something different with sports betting. And today we're gonna talk about round robin parlays. And so this is kind of an interesting concept. We've talked about parlays a lot, where you can, you know, add up a bunch of outcomes and you get a big odds. But round robin parlays are basically like a series of smaller parlays within that like list of bets you want to make. So that way you protect against a loss. So say you've picked 7 teams, you know, you can make parlays that are combinations of 6 out of those 7 teams. So that way, in case one team loses, you still hit a smaller parlay. So we're going to go ahead and get an example of that. But the term actually comes from like round robin, like a tournament. You know, our like AAU people, you know, we were hoopers, or we were like, you know, athletes as kids. Round robin tournaments was always, you played everybody, right? So so that's what the round robin comes from. And that's what it's like. If one team loses, you know what I'm saying, you don't lose the whole thing. So that's where that comes from. But let's go ahead and look at this little example at the top. So, you know, say you were going to do a $30 parlay on 3 teams, the Ravens, the Patriots, and the Raiders, right? That $30 parlay might pay out like $150 or $120, depending on what the odds are for each individual game, right? So a round robin, what you would do is you would take that $30 and you split up into 3 $10 bets, and you put $10 on 2 of the teams at a time, right? So you got the Ravens, Patriots, Ravens, Raiders, and Raiders, Patriots. So this way, if one of your 3 teams loses, you'll still win $26, right? So you'll still actually come out with $3 or $6 profit over your bets, right? You'd win $26, but you'd lose $10 on the other 2. You came out with $6, right? So $6, it's not that great. But if you hit all 3, you would win, you know, your $82. So that's kind of how that stacks up. That's kind of how that works. So it's just kind of an option you can do to kind of cover yourself. You'll win less money, but, you know, you have more chance to actually hit. So
for sure,
that's kind of an example of a round robin. I actually started mixing that in a little bit. And it's kind of cool. I hit one the other day, a 6-7 out of NBA. But if the Lakers would have, man, I don't even want to talk about that. But
I feel you, bro.
Right. So that's what that is. You know, so just like, you know, kind of a quick example, but we'll talk more about other betting terms, other like betting tactics as we go forward. And if you guys want to hear about anything, you know, feel free to just let us know. You know what I'm saying? We're always down to talk about whatever. Let's see. Grace is joining the show. Welcome, Grace. We appreciate you being here.
For sure.
And let's see. Bobby says more of a triangle Batman kind of better. So you just go for whatever, right? That's what's up. But also, so Unc is in here with some news before we get into the picks. He said just reported Micah Parsons hurt during practice. I hope that's nothing serious, but I'm definitely gonna have to be Googling here in a second to see what's going on with that.
That's good.
So, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's review last week's Strizzy. It was a tough week, you know what I'm saying?
That was a rough week.
I don't know what happened with the Falcons, honestly. I was with you. I thought this would be a lot closer game, but they definitely did not show up.
Same.
Patriots, though.
Yeah, they did cover.
You got that one. They covered easily, so that's what's up. Got that back secured. And then the Tampa Bay Bucks, man, they were the 9.5-point favorites, but they just did not show up at all.
No,
man.
they fell off hard in the first quarter.
But just another example, we talk about this every week, right? Like things can look so great on paper, but you never really know how things are going to go. It could be a bad day for that team,
for sure.
One way or another. So
all these dudes are pros, man. You know what I'm saying? Like any given day, they can catch you slipping. So
right. Absolutely. So it's tough in the NFL, and especially like this time of the year where everything's on tape. Teams kind of have their identities, they have their strengths and weaknesses. So, it's kind of like no surprises, if you will.
For sure.
All right, for my week, I actually did a little bit better, Strizzy, which I was really excited about. I got the Eagles, man. They covered for me. Green Bay Packers took care of the Seahawks, no problem. I don't know exactly what I was thinking on this one. Bobby, don't hurt me too bad, but the Raiders definitely got blown out. I didn't think they would win, but I thought this was going to be like one of those like really tight games where the Raiders were kind of hang in there late. So, I messed up on that one, but it is what it is. Like, I understand Casey was definitely needing that performance, and then it came in a bad time for me, but I'll take the 2 bags.
I was with you.
Yeah, so for our season total, like last week, Strizzy, you got the 1, I had the 2, so now it's 17-14 as we move into week 11. So 17 in 10 weeks, that's legit, man. That's legit. Man. So I'm trying to get like you, man, and we're trying to get that average back up. You know what I'm saying? Back up.
Yes.
We want to hit like at least 2 bags a week. So that's what we're aiming for this week. And Strizzy, why don't you go ahead and walk us through your locks?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, man. So I really, really love what Cam Newton's bringing back to the culture of the Panthers, and that's his primary focus right now. He had the whole "I'm back" statement last week, but he's changed it. He got a little shirt that says "We're back." Trying to bring the energy and that playoff atmosphere back to Bank of America. I love it, and who better to do it than a hurt Washington football team right now? And we're making our playoff push, man. So every single game right now matters. Right now we're literally a game out of the playoffs. We're sitting in seventh seed in the NFC. So I think we get this done this week.
Got you. Let me ask you one quick question. Do you think Ron Rivera coming back to that team he coached so long has plays any part in this game?
It might a little bit. You know what I mean? But I love what it's funny, man. I love what Cam said. He was like, I don't want this to be about me and Ron. Like there's 106, it's about 106 people out there. So really love that. But it can. But I feel like a lot of the players, it's kind of a mix and match. There's some players that were still there when he was there, but also a lot that weren't.
True.
You know what I mean? So he got to get a quick look, good look at all of that stuff.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I like it. I just wanted curious your perspective on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Next up.
Yeah, this was definitely a toss-up. I do like the Bengals though in this game. It's basically a money line. You know what I'm saying? But when you go against the odds, payouts a little bit better, right? And they're coming off the bye week, so like a little time to get healthy, a little bit more, a little rested. And I think around the time we're starting to see the Raiders kind of fall off a little bit, this is usually by that time it starts to happen. So We'll see. It's definitely a coin flip game, you know what I'm saying? But it's just about that time when Raiders start falling off a little bit. So I think Bengals trying to right the ship. So we'll see.
Got you. I like that one. Yeah, and the negative one, you know what I'm saying, 1 point favorite, that's really just like a pick 'em. So
yep.
All right, last one.
Yeah, we talk about the Eagles a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like one of these teams that just like kind of find a way to win, find a way to score points, whether it's on the ground or in the air, whatever the case may be. Jalen Hurts is playing pretty well, and I think that this game is really close. And I think it probably comes down to a field goal or so, and I think they'll come out on top. I think they are at home in this game as well, and I think the Saints too. Like just as far as a quarterback play, they're just really really struggling there. So we'll see what happens. This one might come down to coaching.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That is going to be a tough, close game. Eagles have been running the ball really well. Saints have a pretty good rush defense, but I don't know. We'll see. It'll be tested for sure. So I like it. So you're locked in. You got the Panthers, the Bengals, and the Eagles. Let's switch over to my locks real quick before we get into the whole schedule. My first one, Ravens, Bears. This is one where the line is actually changing a lot. I've seen it -4.5. I've seen it -4. I've seen it -5.5. So I got in at these odds, so I'm going to take these odds. Those are the lowest ones I saw today. So the Ravens, they've kind of needed to get it back together right now. The Bears are still kind of struggling on offense. So I like the Ravens in this game. Even though they are on the road, I feel like they should be able to get this one done and pretty handily. So I'll take them with the 4.5 points.
Yeah.
This one might come back to bite me, but I think the Lions, I'm not impressed totally by what they did against the Steelers, right? Because that was just a bad game altogether. Like that was like a very forgettable 3 hours. But the Browns are really beat up. Baker Mayfield's really beat up. Nick Chubb might be coming back this week, and I do think that the Browns will get the win, but I feel like Detroit will be physical enough and just keep this thing close. Especially I just think if it's going to be a low-scoring game, if it's going to be basically a lot of running the ball on both sides. The Lions barely ever throw the ball. Baker Mayfield, he's saying, he quoted that he was, as beat up as he's ever been in his career. So I think there's going to be a lot of running the ball. I hope the game goes by very fast, and I hope the Lions. So
for real, I'm with you on that.
That's what I'm going with that one. And then my last one, this is kind of tough. The Dolphins are coming off a really good performance against the Ravens. Their defense looks like they're back together. The Jets really don't have anything on offense, and they're going with Joe Flacco this week, which is, that speaks for itself kind of. Right. I really do like the Dolphins in this game. I think that they should win. I wish it was like 2.5, because I could see this being a field goal. I wish it was maybe 3 so I could go for the push, but I am going to stick with my boys. I'm sticking with my AFC squad in this one, and I do think that they should be able to win by at least 4. But it's kind of closer than I'd like. So
right,
we will
3.5 is always so tricky, dog. It's always so tricky.
It's like that field goal. I can see them easy with the field goal. If this was a 3, I would take it. Over 2.5, I would jump on it. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
They should still be able to get it done. I like that pick. They should still be able to get it done.
Yeah. So all right. So those are my 3 locks. I'm locking it in with the Baltimore Ravens, the Detroit Lions, and the Miami Dolphins. So we'll see how those do. And now let's go ahead and get into our full Week 11 schedule. We got tonight the Patriots visiting the Falcons, Super Bowl rematch. Strizzy, who do you got in this one?
I like the Patriots in this one, man. I think right now what really is affecting the Atlanta Falcons right now, I think it's coaching, man. Like I feel like offensive coordinator-wise, they're just not very good. And I think that's one of their biggest problems. Like Matt Ryan has looked so ordinary since the Super Bowl run. You know what I mean? So I'm taking the Patriots on this one for sure.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots as well. I think they should be able to get it done. It's one of those things, though, where it's like when you got a team like the Patriots coming off a blowout win and then a Falcons coming off a blowout loss, like this looks almost too straightforward. You know what I'm saying? So with it being a Thursday night game, the Falcons might hang in there, but the Patriots, they should be able to handle this one.
For sure. It's going to be a trap game.
Yeah, exactly. But Bobby says the Patriots, they're looking pretty good. And I agree, man. They're right there with the Bills actually in the AFC East. So don't look now, but Bill Belichick might be getting himself back into the mix, and I like that. So all right, let's move on to the Sunday morning games. We got a lot of Sunday morning games, as the weather is starting to get more nitty-gritty on the East Coast, especially. There's moving a lot more of those morning ones, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to get it too late at the nighttime. So let's start off with the Indianapolis Colts at the Buffalo Bills. Strizzy, who do you like in this one?
I like the Bills in this one. You know what I mean? It's a latter half of the season. Buffalo is really trying to vie for that, top spot in the AFC, catch back up a little bit. So I like Buffalo in this.
Yeah, I'm going with Buffalo as well. The Colts, the only thing that they can do really well is run the ball, and the Bills have a good rushing defense. So
sure.
I think it's going to be tough for them if Carson Wentz has to throw too much, then it could get ugly. Bobby, though, he's going with the Colts. He says Colts in a close one, and I like that. I think it could. They're definitely a tough team, but if they can't run the ball, it's going to be a long day for them.
For sure.
Okay, next up, Baltimore Ravens at Chicago Bears. I picked the Ravens in this one. Who do you like in this one?
Same. I like Ravens in this one. I feel like, a lot of time playing last Thursday, they just lost to the Dolphins in a tough loss, too, that they really got handled like the entire game. So I think they really go at Chicago offensively and defensively this week. They have to.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, Detroit at Cleveland. This was one of my locks for Detroit, but I think Cleveland will win the game. Strizzy, who do you like?
I'm with you. I'm still looking for that one game that Detroit might win, but I don't think this is it.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. I also want to welcome Trevor to the show real quick. Trevor says, apparently I need to tune into this. My picks have been trash lately. And hey, Trevor, don't look now, but you're still leading the pick'em overall for the Slack pick'em. So,
I'm catching up. I'm like one game behind you now.
Yeah, exactly. You're falling back a little bit, but you're still in the lead. So there's still hope, man. You know what I'm saying? Take a little bit of our advice, sprinkle it in with your great knowledge, and I'm sure you'll get right back on track, man. Appreciate you having you on the show.
For sure.
All right. Houston Texans at Tennessee Titans. I think, 3-2-1 Titans. We're all the same on that one.
I know, man. I'll take a Tennessee too, man. It's funny. Like I keep thinking that they're gonna drop a game. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's about that time for them to lose one. They just keep finding ways to win. The defense has actually been playing a lot better for them lately. You know what I mean? And it's crazy too because like they're not really running the ball well nor passing the ball well, but they're still winning games. You know what I mean? So they're finding out ways, and I think they still figure one out too because Houston's really bad as well.
Yeah, for sure. Bobby's with us on that one. Titans as well.
Yeah.
And Houston, yeah, they're just basically. I don't know. It's funny. It's like they're tanking, but they're not going to catch Detroit for that first seed. Probably not. So they've won too many games already. Next up, Green Bay at Minnesota in one of the rare division games this week.
Yeah, this one's tough, man. Green Bay's out with Aaron Jones or whatever, but they still got they got the Rook, man. So like hopefully he plays really well in that starting role. But I like Green Bay. I think Minnesota's going to play them really, really tough. I don't think it's going to be into the blowout or anything like that. But I think Green Bay gets the win.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I think Green Bay. I think Aaron Rodgers, after missing that week, man, I think he's going to be a little bit more focused and motivated again. He came back last week and looked a little bit better, but I think he'll look even sharper this second week back. So I'm going with Green Bay. Next up, Miami Dolphins at New York Jets. I'm going for the Dolphins in this one. That's one of my locks.
Same. I'm with you on that. Miami for sure.
Yeah. Come on. Don't let me down, boys. New Orleans Saints at Philadelphia. This is a close one. You said which one on this one?
I said Philly on this one.
Okay. With the little slight favorite.
Yeah, this one's going to be close, man. I think it's going to be really close. But I like Philly at home.
Got you. I'm so split on this one. I don't know. This is kind of a coin flip for me, but I actually think I might be taking New Orleans on the road. Okay. Don't quote me on that. I might change it on Saturday, but right now I've circled in pencil. I have New Orleans.
I got you.
I don't know. We'll see. Trevor says fly, Eagles fly on that one, though. Dang, I don't know. Trevor Simeon is trash.
He's so bad.
It's a good thing his name isn't spelled like yours, Trevor. You know what I'm saying? So he's not bringing you down, too. So he got that alternate spelling. All right, next up, Washington football team at Carolina Panthers. I know, Strizzy, this is one of your locks. I'm actually going with you on this one, too. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers. I think that they get it done at home, and it's just going to be off that strength of that defense. Cam's like boosting them a little bit, but the offense doesn't need to do much as long as the defense is playing the way they will. So
that's what I've been saying all year. Like honestly, I really honestly from the bottom of my heart, not even as a Panther fan, as a football fan, if the offense could just move the change this season, I think the only team we lose to is Dallas. Dallas is the only team that definitively beat us. You know what I'm saying? And if we could just move the change, all the 3 and outs we've been getting, like we didn't do anything crazy against the Cardinals. We still put up 34 points. You know what I'm saying? So it's like offense just got to move a little bit. Defense is going to do what it do.
Right. No, I agree. All right, last game of the morning session, San Francisco 49ers at Jacksonville Jaguars.
San Francisco. I think they had a really, really good game against the Rams last week, and I think they ride high off of that win.
Yeah, no, I agree. San Francisco should get this one. Jacksonville, they might play them tough for a little while, but San Francisco is a well-coached team, and like you said, coming off the big performance, that should be legit. Before we get into the afternoon, let me jump over to the chat real quick. Unk joined us back, and he said it's been rough picking games. He climbed to 6th and then fell again. Hey, it's been rough for all of us, I think. It's still trying to get a handle on all this for sure. But I do appreciate you still playing along, man. And I still haven't won my week, man. It's got to be coming soon. Hopefully it's this week. We got some more picks coming in. Bobby says Panthers by 10 plus in that football team game. And I don't know. And then let's see, we got some more coming in for San Francisco, more coming in for Carolina. So yeah, looks like we're pretty much caught up there. Appreciate y'all throwing your picks in there. Let's move to the afternoon session. Only a couple more games left in the afternoon, starting with the Bengals at the Raiders. I'm going with the Bengals in this one on the road. The Raiders are just kind of spiraling a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of like I said, Cincinnati is one of my locks, and I just kind of feel like I said, just run that time of year when it's like, oh dang, Raiders might be legit this year, and they start losing games. You know what I'm saying? So this might be about that time. They start falling off a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you. And the Bengals, they came out hot. They kind of fell down to earth a little bit, but I think that they'll get it together. I think they can win this game. Yeah. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys at the Kansas City Chiefs. Who do you got in this one?
So it's tough, man. Dallas is really good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard as it hurts me to say that. You know what I'm saying? They are a really, really good team this year, man. They're top at top of the NFC, you know what I mean? And that Micah Parsons, I hope that injury is okay. I hope it's something serious. Hope he's able to play through because I feel like he's one of their best players on defense, even as a rookie, honestly. I think I'm taking KC in this one just based off the performance last week and at home. I think the spread is really close though. I think it's like 2 points or something like that. So this could very much go either way and come down to a field goal too. But I hope it's just one of them like 35-40 type games though, like something super crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Oh man, I don't know. I'm going with my boys.
Yeah.
I have to pick them. You know what I'm saying? I think they need that extra little bit of faith. They need all the help they can get. I think this is just like such a close game. Really, both defenses are bad and both offenses are good. So I'm expecting this to be a total shootout. But I'm thinking, man, if Dallas can somehow get a turnover or two, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe that'll be the difference. But I think this is almost going to be, well, hopefully it'll be like one of those exciting games like the Rams and the Chiefs had years ago, where it was basically like back and forth.
Dude, it was crazy.
The performance we had against the Broncos a couple weeks ago still kind of looms in the back of my mind. Like we can't come out flat, you know, and Arrowhead's not an easy place to play. So
but that was Dak's first game back from the injury, right? He played that game injured, right? Yeah. So
So I don't know, but I just I don't know. I just think this is gonna be really close, but I'm going with my boys. Bobby's going Chiefs Kingdom, of course. He's asking side bet. I think we should do a little something. We should do a little something. I think we can make that happen. I don't really get too much into the embarrassment bets. I'd rather just delve out my pain with money, but we'll see what you like, Bobby. And also, though, I have family in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? I have family in Columbia, Missouri, so they always like to do the embarrassment bets. And I actually I was supposed to wear like a Chiefs jersey like years ago when we lost to the Cowboys already, and I never did that. So maybe we could do an embarrassment bet like that to where I can kind of make up for 2 for 1. You know what I'm saying? There you go. My family. But I think that will be a really fun game, regardless of the outcome. I'm just excited to watch that, man. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun to watch.
All right. Next up, Arizona Cardinals at Seattle Seahawks. Man, I kind of want to go with the Seahawks at home. Russell Wilson coming off of that bad performance against the Packers. I don't see him doing that 2 weeks in a row. But man, the Cardinals find a way. And if Kyler Murray is healthy this week, then they should probably win this game. So I really don't know. This is a toss-up for me.
Yeah.
But who do you got in this one? Help me out with this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. As of right now, I literally everything you just said, like I can't see the Seahawks and Russell Wilson playing as bad as they did this week as they did last week. It's his first game after the surgery, you know what I mean? So you kind of almost expect it. But like I don't know if Kyler is playing or not yet. And Arizona has a bye week next week. So it's almost like maybe he doesn't play to get an extra week of health for that, because right now they're still in the playoff hunt, you know what I mean? So
right.
But like you said, man, they still have the number 4th defense in the league, you know what I mean? Like they might be able to hold it together, but it's tough to play at Seattle. I think I'm going with Seattle in a tight division game. If I find out Kyler Murray's playing, then I might switch it up.
Yep, I'm the same way. If Murray can't go, and McCoy actually went out hurt in the last game, so their third string is like a dude from the CFL, which I mean, nothing against him, but I never heard of him. I don't trust him in that type of environment, so I am going with Seattle, like you said. But if Kyler Murray's playing, then I'll probably switch up late. We'll definitely watch that one.
Yeah, we're watching out for sure.
And Bobby said he thinks the Cards can bounce back unless Murray and McCoy can't play. Yeah.
Right.
So, all right. Last game of Sunday night. Last game of Sunday, Pittsburgh Steelers at Los Angeles Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers in this one. They got to get it together and kind of bounce back. And the Steelers look bad against Detroit. So, I'm going Chargers.
No, that's right. I'm going Los Angeles as well. Again, like we keep talking about, they're trying to right that ship. And then, I don't think Big Ben is playing in this one either. I think it's what's the old boy's name? The whole
Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph. Yeah, so I think
Rudolph. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's playing this game too. And he's trash too. They gotta get their quarterback situation fixed. You know what I'm saying? But I think Chargers win this game.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Trevor chimes in, we better win this. I agree, Trevor, with you too. I mean, it's like it's time to right the ship. I think they're better than they've been playing lately. So
Trevor's best friend is a Pittsburgh fan. So yeah, they definitely got to win this game. shout out to our boy Rick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our boy Rick.
For sure. Also, Bobby says Chargers, unfortunately, because Steelers trash and Pitt not play. Yeah, they're pretty bad. It was kind of funny, too, that Najee Harris didn't know that you could tie in the NFL. And like I know that trips some people out, but it happens like every year. I feel like
at least once.
Watch football, like
you
should have seen that before.
For real.
So that was pretty funny though. All right, let's move on to Monday Night Football. We got the New York Giants visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucks better win this game, man. Come on, they need to get it back together. Tom Brady looked poor in the last showing, so I think that they'll definitely beat down the Giants.
Same. History shows that this is going to be a blowout. Anytime Tom Brady loses or wins and has a poor game, the following one, 4 or 5 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if history repeats itself, Bucks are about to obliterate them this upcoming Monday.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that was the Week 11 slate. We've got our bye weeks, Denver and Los Angeles. Man, Los Angeles, like we talked about on Tuesday, limping into the bye week. The Rams really need that to kind of get focused and get together, see if they can add their little extra pieces in and get that winning formula back together. So make sure you get your fantasy changes if you need them based on those teams. And yeah, Bobby, let's do the jersey thing, Bobby. I'm really down for that. He says he's got a few different jerseys that I could choose from. If it's not at least a 2X, I'm not going to try to stretch it out or anything like that. I'll just get my own, but that'll be fun. Let's do a jersey bet. So the winner, you know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, the losing team has to, the losing person has to wear other teams one. So I got plenty of Cowboys jerseys you can rock out, and I'll do a Chiefs. I don't know who I would do from the Chiefs. I mean, Mahomes, but that's like so typical. So maybe like Kelsey, maybe do my WB dance on him. I don't know. but yeah, I think we should do that. Let's lock that in, Bobby. If you're down, let's lock that in. Put it like a handshake in the comment or something like that, and we'll do it like that. And yeah, I think that was it. Week 11. Anything else you wanted to comment on or touch on, Strizzy, before we dip out of here?
Nothing I can think of, man. At least not yet. Another full slate of games. Not too many teams on bye weeks this week, so make sure you get your fantasy lineups fixed and all that fun stuff. But tune in next Tuesday, man. We get the main show, the traditional show.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, we'll be back next Tuesday. I think it is 117.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll be back also next Thursday to do. Actually, no, wait, we got to figure that out. It's either going to be next Thursday early in the morning because it's Thanksgiving next Thursday already.
Oh, it's real.
So we might record it Wednesday and play it Thursday, or we can do it Wednesday night. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But we will do our picks for next week, either Wednesday or we'll do like a pre-recorded Thursday show. I think that's what we'll do. Bobby put the handshake. Alexander Williams put the handshake. It's official now. It's official.
I'm a witness.
Yeah, exactly. We got it on. So that's what it is. The bet's going down. I'm excited about that. And yeah, this weekend we're doing the Hearts for Homeless thing. So definitely shout out to Hearts for Homeless. We'll be happy to, or we're excited to, go help out with that. You guys want to any information about that, just let us know. Hit us up in the DMs or whatever. And then yeah, we'll talk about it next Thursday. But I think we're doing like a turkey bowl / turkey shoot next Thursday morning too, for those of us that are in town to get together and just hang out a little bit. That should be really legit. So
we'll try to get the details fully together. What park, what time, and we'll talk about it Tuesday.
And we'll put a post too for our IG or something.
Yeah, for sure. Just a little something, nothing crazy. Don't come out here all super wild.
No, just come together.
Yeah, friendly games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
The heart pumping. So get metabolism going for you, boy. So before you eat, you know what I'm saying? So
right, exactly.
That should be fun.
Yeah, exactly. I got like half of a half court game in me. You know what I'm saying? We can play this.
You know what I'm saying? 303. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So yeah, and Bobby says I'm gonna look good in red. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out, or hopefully we don't find out. You know what I'm saying? Only on Saturdays for the red. And then Trevor, if I wasn't leaving town Wednesday night, come on, Trevor, we'll have to do it again for you. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to do like a jingle jam in December. You know what I'm saying? And we'll run it back a little bit so we can get you out there with us. So
there we go.
That's what's up. All right. I think we did all our plugs, though. We appreciate you rocking with us. That was week 11. Secure the bag. We'll be back next week to show off our bags, hopefully, or lick our wounds, whichever case. But that's it. It's your boy AW.
And your boy Strizzy.
Peace.
And you say the truth. They open up my eyes.